Jason Nash was always known for being part of the Vlog Squad and David Dobrik's best friend. And now he's known for his TikTok panhandling. Many people are calling him out for it, whether that be in his comments or in a TikTok. And one person who called him out for it and trended for it is Tana Mongeau. And Jason's responding to her on his podcast, as well as opening up about his panhandling. Tana posted a TikTok last week where she called Jason out for being on TikTok Live so much and said that he should work for DoorDash.
Can someone make Jason Nash a fucking DoorDash account? If I open my TikTok one more time to seeing him begging for roses on my Live For You page, I'm calling CPS. Have you seen your kids? Have you seen them? And also when they go to school, are their friends like, hey, I saw your dad like begging for a galaxy? Like, and I know I'm a sellout, okay? I'm not against people doing things for money, but at this point it's like, I would rather see him behind a paywall cheeked up. Like, I just don't get, every single time I've opened my phone, Jason Nash is on live begging for money. And I want answers. Have you seen your kids this month?
Jason was coincidentally on live when she posted it, so people were commenting DoorDash in his comments. Not knowing what the comments were talking about, he read them out loud.
Are there friends like, hey, I saw your dad like begging for a galaxy? Like, and I know I'm a sellout, okay?
Oh, guys, get ready. 2,200 in the live. This is insane. Go, 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 go. DoorDash, good. Keep writing DoorDash. I love it. DoorNash. That's perfect. Maybe I will get a job on DoorDash, but let's see. Here we go. Triples coming now. They want me to get a job at DoorDash.
Then recently he sat down on his All Good Things podcast to talk about Tana calling him out, the DoorDash comments, and addresses why he won't get a real job. So on the podcast, Tana's TikTok was brought up and Jason was hesitant to talk about it at first. But he goes on to say that someone sent him her TikTok and when he first got it, it worried him because he didn't know what she was going to say. He just knew it was about him. But after watching it, he thought it was pretty and not as bad as he thought it would be. And then Jason said that Tana just sees things that are trending and she comments on them to make herself feel better, which is what she was doing in her TikTok. He then goes on to talk about how much he likes Tana and only has good things to say about her.
I know Tana. I like Tana. She's smart. She's funny. Remember when we did the roast? She was really good.
Jason bringing up Tana like that and him praising her like he did only made people remember the time when he was 44 years old and she was 19 and they filmed a vlog together at the mall, and while they were in the dressing room together, he kissed her. The kiss wasn't vlogged, but the moment after was, and even at the time, you could tell how uncomfortable and taken back Tana seemed while Jason was trying to brush it off.
These two just recently went on a date. They were in a dressing room. I don't know why they were in a dressing room together, but Jason was getting changed, and Jason thought that there was a spark in the air.
Why would she come in the dressing room with me?
It was not being dressing room. We were doing
Tana, why would you come into a dressing room?
And then this is the best part. Jason leans in for a kiss.
You're not giving all the information.
Oh yeah, you're
to
right.
Your
You're right. Tana's 19 years old.
He just kissed me in the dressing room. I don't know what's going on. I really thought this was a fake date, and I think he just made it a real date. He just kissed me.
I pecked you on the lips. You kissed me.
No.
Pecked me on the lips.
I will fight you right now. Literally, I will fight you in this mall right now.
You wanted me to.
I am so
I thought
lost.
you wanted me to.
And then while Jason and Trisha were in a relationship, Jason and David had this ongoing joke about Jason, Trisha, and Tana having a threesome. Again, Tana was of age, but the age gap between Tana versus Trisha and Jason was huge. Plus, I think it's safe to assume that Tana wanted no part in that. And although it did seem like a joke at first, over time it seemed less and less of a joke. Tao opens up about his panhandling career on TikTok. Jason's lives are always met with a lot of hate and trolling in his comment section, a lot of criticism, as well as TikToks being made making fun of him. When asked if the negative comments affect Jason, he says that they originally did, but over time the hate comments just made him stronger and he's no longer that affected by mean comments.
At first, when I would see the comments, it did affect me. I was like, oh man, this is bad. And then now I've seen every comment, and it's actually made me stronger. Like, I heard the other day Scott was complaining about a mean comment that he got, and in the back of my mind I was like, oh. I was like, someone said to Scott, like, you know, your music's so sad, like, why don't you try to do something more uplifting? Whatever. So that like grinded his, it bothered him or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was just like, bro, you gotta come on TikTok Live. You gotta see the real shit. And it does. It just makes you stronger.
I know that people have no problem making fun of Jason's panhandling, but I could not imagine getting all the hate comments he gets and being made fun of as much as he does. I'm sure he makes pretty decent money, but I don't think it'd be worth it. Especially since he's really shooting down his reputation from Jason Nash from David Dobrik's vlogs to the guy who panhandles on TikTok. But Jason goes on to talk about why he chose doing TikTok lives, saying that he wasn't doing well financially, YouTube wasn't working, and he needed to find something. So when TikTok reached out to him, he knew that this was his something.
All right, now look, would I be on TikTok Live if I wasn't in like a financial hole? I don't know, probably not. But also like YouTube wasn't really working, and I needed to find something. OnlyFans, I can't do OnlyFans. They won't let me on there. No, I can't. I don't want to do OnlyFans. Yeah. And so it was like, all right. TikTok came to me. They were like, we'll help you. And I was like,
that's good.
I was like, okay. And so, yeah, and it's just like, it is what it is.
He then goes on to talk about his goals as well as some upcoming projects and jobs he's been working on, like a TV show.
I obviously your kids are first and foremost, but do you also have a North Star for yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to make this TV show, and I had a good meeting the other day, and it's like, I do TikTok Live, and then that will help the podcast. The podcast is only in its second year. Yeah. So I'm hoping maybe by the third year it becomes like profitable. Maybe this year it'll become profitable. And so like TikTok Live's affording this, and then that's my North Star. But right now I pay for my kids' school, which is really expensive. And I pay for this house, and and then I have college next year. Yeah. So I'm just like, this is what it is.
Jason goes on to say that he goes on a TikTok Live for 8 whole hours a day and talks about how it's more challenging than people realize.
8 hours a day, and I'm entertaining people. People want to come in, talking.
Yeah. I mean, this is your job. This is what you do. Yeah, you've been doing.
That's how I see it. And that's it. And if anybody doesn't like it, it's like, don't.
They're probably, like, the people that are saying that probably have conventional jobs, right? They're looking at like, oh.
Yes.
Like, oh, they can't do what he does. So they're like, why? So they're trying to bring him down, right?
Yeah, I mean, I challenge anybody to sit there for 8 hours. It's exhausting.
And people are wondering, like, since he's already on live for 8 hours a day, he might as well get a real 9-to-5 job, right? He's already working full time, so it wouldn't make a massive difference. I've seen plenty of people mention how he could work a minimum wage job, but he doesn't even need to do that. There are so many social media related jobs out there in LA, which is something he has experience in. Plus, before David, Jason was a struggling actor and comedian. Now that he has a following and connections from being in David's vlogs and being a content creator himself, surely he'd be able to get some sort of gigs. But he does talk about why he doesn't just get a real job. When asked if he's ever thought about getting another job besides TikTok or something in entertainment, Jason says that he can't because he has no other skills or interests outside of entertainment.
Do you ever think about going
to DoorDash?
Or to like did you ever think about going back to like any other job, or was like,
I can't do anything else.
Or just like, an electrician, obviously you do lives with him. I don't know, I just never thought it's entertainment or nothing. I don't care what it is. Like,
what would you suggest I do?
It's just that
we get a job at Lululemon.
I'm genuinely asking because anytime I see one, the comments are like, "Why doesn't he like work like a real job?" Like, this isn't me saying this as a negative thing. I'm just totally asking.
Please.
Yeah.
Why don't I get a real job?
No, I'm genuinely asking because it's the comments I see. I know why you do it.
Yeah,
but like, say that it's okay. You know what? Just label it like that. Why don't you get a real job?
I don't have any skills.
That's why.
Someone said that the other day. Why don't you get into real estate? I'm like,
I hate it.
I don't have a real estate license.
Bo Graney was his name. Do you have any interests outside of entertainment?
No.
It's silly of him to say that he can't get any other job outside of TikTok or creating content or entertainment because he doesn't have the skills to do anything else. These are skills that he can learn and probably aren't that far off from what he's already doing. Like in his videos and on his podcast, he has to talk to people and communicate well, which is a very big and important skill, especially when it comes to finding a good job. Like one job he mentioned was real estate, and a big part of being a real estate agent is knowing how to talk to people and knowing how to sell things. And with his skills in podcasting investing and talking and communicating, he's pretty much already there. I mean, of course there are other skills that he would have to learn, but then again, he can learn them. But he said that he cannot get into real estate because he doesn't have a real estate license. As if he can't get one at all. I get being comfortable in entertainment and the lifestyle, but if he's struggling so much financially, it might just have to be on the side. Like a little side hustle while he finds something more profitable. But maybe he is making more money than we know of. He's very open about how much he's been struggling financially still, even with the TikTok panhandling, so he must not be doing crazy well on there, but he is still able to afford his $5,000 mortgage on his house, so I don't think he's down that bad. But with the whole get a real job thing, it was discovered that Gabbie Hanna left her social media job for a more low-key job in her hometown as a fitness trainer at a YMCA. And with that, people are looking at Jason like, oh, why can't he do the same?
Come here. You want to know the real secret to meeting your fitness goals? Cardio? Sure, that's a part of it. Strength? Okay, also a part of it. Don't make fun of my push-ups. But the real secret, the thing that's going to ensure you meet your goals? Consistency. 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 And you want to know the #1 secret to consistency? Fun. Your workout doesn't have to be boring. It can be as fun as a night out dancing with your friends. And it should be. My name's Gabbie and I'm your new instructor at the Lawrence County YMCA. I can't even tell my thighs are burning because I'm having so much fun and looking so good doing it. Am I dancing or am I swimming my waist? Take part in our 3 new dance-inspired fitness classes. No dance experience required, all fitness levels encouraged. Looking good all starts with feeling good. Come take a class today and thank yourself tomorrow.
I personally do think that people are taking his panhandling a little too seriously. Like, for the most part, there are comments that are just poking fun at him and are feeling the secondhand embarrassment for him, like me. But then there are those comments saying that he deserves this and this is his karma and that they love that this is his downfall and so on. I find that excessive. Jason seems pretty well aware that he's down bad, but he's struggling financially and this is apparently the best thing he could think of to help. He doesn't have David to help him via vlogs or podcast, so Jason's pretty much on his own to fend for himself. He's gotta do what he's gotta do. But anyways, let me know all your thoughts about the situation in the comments, and as always, I will talk to you in the next video.